pull. So this is gonna be for me. How many voices should I do? Okay. 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4. So
We got a couple people saying they want you to do 4 out of 4. So.
Well, I don't know. So there we do. There's the poll. Poll is live. Poll is live. Okay. And yes. So there's the poll. We do 5 minutes. So 3 out of 4 for real. We're all jumping on that. Okay. Thank you, people. Kind individuals who don't want me to burn my throat out. I only have so much throat. You guys. Okay, so we're right here. And we'll be right back. Drink water. Well, I'm gonna get some tea, and yeah. So yeah, that's right. That's what they always called me, you know. Awesome time to recover. 0 out of 4. And what? Well, I mean, it's hard to say what I need, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get Sarah. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna mash this out. So be right back.
We're still working on the 48-hour stream sub. He doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna make it happen.
Oh, it's Cricket. Cricket the dog. Cricket the dog. Cricket the dog. Cricket the dog. Hello. 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 How are you? How are you? He's been outside the door, so impatiently waiting this whole time. Oh, the crick pics are adorable. I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, there's crick pics on Instagram.
Yeah. Apparently Cricket is an Instagram boy now. Is that true? Are you an Instagram dog? Look, he's trying to look at Sarah because Sarah's coming in. Look at the way he looks at her. Look at that. Look at the way he looks at her. You gotta find someone who looks at you like Cricket looks. You guys tell where he is? She's right behind the light, so he's light. Look at that, he's looking right at her. What a nerd.
What a fucking simp.
What a simp. It's true.
He's a shrimp.
Well, take a seat, so I can move the dog over to you like he really wants to be. He does, more than anything in the world. There he goes. Yep, alright, bye, I'm nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
No, it's fine. Nigel says, hey.
Hello, Nigel.
Alright, so are we ready to do this thing? Sarah, are you ready? I'm curious what's going on here. Oh, it's the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's a translucency.
Thanks, sub.
Alright, so,
It's actually...
it's purple in the back, that's right. So we pause that. Do you need an earpiece we can clean one?
No.
Okay.
Wait, is Andrew in chat?
Andrew is in chat.
Fuck.
I am.
On one?
Yes.
Okay, go get a... Well, you can clean this if you want. It's perfectly clean. This needs to be... It is clean. I don't have dirty ears. Alright. Are you good? Okay. So, this is what I was talking about. So, for those who don't know...
Hey, Andrew.
Do we need me to scoot over?
No.
Alright. So, for those who don't know, this is Doki Doki Literature Club. It is a dating game. You lose, good day, sir. See, right now, they're voting on how many voices I'm going to do, and it's looking like it's going to be 3 of them.
Oh, because
There it is.
You were thinking about giving one of the voices to probably not Tiki.
Yes, and it looks like I lose on it.
I'm sorry. I was gonna do Natsuki for you.
And apparently, the vote is in now, and it is nope. I
was
lose.
even
Yep.
practicing a little bit to try to get it to sound like.
And that is so considerate. Would you mind passing me that Bing? I'm gonna need it. It's right
Get
there.
off.
It's right there.
Get off.
Oh. So, I'm gonna mute this while I pop it
Well,
open.
maybe.
Andrew should do a voice. If only we could make that work. I wish I could.
Yeah, you have to like screen share in Discord.
It'd be
or
very,
something.
very awkward.
Yeah, with the delay, it would take a while to do if I was doing a voice.
Is there a delay when you like share the screen for Discord?
Not as much, but there is still a slight.
Not as much, but there is some, yeah.
Damn.
So Sayori, trigger
She
warning.
kicked
Trigger warning for anybody who's in here. She did kill herself. And she used to be right here, and now she's kind of an amalgam of the other 3 girls, mostly Monica. I'm thinking it's her enormous and very, very boastful bow.
All about the bow.
That is, it's really domineering in the
The
situation.
music is fucked up.
It is, it's goofing up, I can hear that. Music, and that's not a mistake, that's part of the game, I'm thinking. So, load game, here we go. I guess we have to load the most recent save. She died. What did I do? Not a lot.
Friend zoned her.
We did friend zone her, that's true.
Didn't take that well.
Let's
You're
go
like,
here,
I don't know if I can
guess.
continue living if we're not dating, and you're like, well, I don't think about you that way.
Yeah, that's true.
She was like,
so
okay,
this is
then.
pretty wild. File error. Character Sayori.character. The file is missing or corrupt. Okay. The save file is corrupt. Starting a new game.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. Okay. And the music? Hold on. I actually started something there.
Okay.
There we go.
being off.
Alright, alright.
Off. Off.
I'll get you a nice looking urn. Yeah, nice. Okay, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm not in character. Hang on. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Later, sub.
Bye.
You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would just get tired of waiting for her. While driving home, maybe you'll come back while eating to watch. Well, I hope that you do. Oh, you're not living. Oh, I see. Just playing Borderlands 3. Well, alright. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Okay, so the story is rewriting. The story is being rewritten. Okay. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
Whatever.
You know anime. No girls
My
like
high
it.
school anime
Girls-
club was mostly
Real
women.
girls don't watch anime.
Real girls don't even like it. Hate it, actually. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Just kinda staring, breathing heavily, staring at the wall, mouth agape, just for a good 30 to 45 minutes. That's my me time. Yeah. Yeah. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me if I to deal with. Meaningfully. Yeah.
He's staring menacingly.
I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
I think I know who it is. It would be Bardley.
Oh, it's that one?
I believe, yes.
Okay, hold
I
on.
think it's Monica. She's the only one you knew before she was one of your classes previously.
Fondly. Monica? My goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same club last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, hot, super impressive
Huge
bow,
bow.
really hot. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use in my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I started a new one. A literature club. Literature? It sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
I didn't like debate club because of the argument.
Word. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? She could form the Take Over the World Club? Well, you know. I just didn't have any other voices to go for a chick, and so I used my only chick voice I had, which was this one right here, which a different chick has. And so I was like, well, I don't have any more chick voices. I only have the one chick voice. This is it. And so I was like, well, obviously, what are we gonna do for her? And this is all I got. Wait, really?
Wait,
That's all I got,
what?
Nigel.
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too.
Didn't you just say it is, though?
I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member,
God,
right?
nobody likes Natsuki.
Did Monica say she? Huh.
Hey, Fardley. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a favor?
I was gonna say you could join the club.
No, you can do me a big favor. I wouldn't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really, really happy. Please.
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica?
She's so hot.
Her bow is so huge.
Cricket, get off. Thanks.
Sure, I guess I could check it
Oh,
out.
I don't.
Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Fardley, you know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Oh, clearly. Farley has so much going on. His name is almost Hardly.
Hardly Fardly.
Dude. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her insatiable smile.
Irresistible.
I know. I just like to think of her as like some kind of like apex bow predator that just can't be sated.
Wow, you're not even
Yeah, for sure.
excited for the potential to meet hot girls interested in manga.
Yeah, I guess. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back. And I brought a guest with me.
Eh?
The fuck was that?
A gayest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Farley.
All words escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Don't worry,
Better
she's
watch
18.
it, Natsuki. You're next.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, or comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Catch you later, man.
KB. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. No, I know, but they stressed that everyone in here is over 18, and I'm worried
Natsuki
about
looks
why.
like a first-year student. I hope she's 18.
Dude, I know. They stressed in here that everyone here this
Maybe she's just really small for her age.
yeah, and she did say she was younger than everyone. So it's like, who cares? Um
The other girls are 19.
Well, the other
You have to go now,
girls
too?
are like
See you, Sub.
the other girls are 18 and a
Bye.
half. She's 18.
I'll see you next week, Sub. Yeah, Andrew, you're right.
So, I ran into Farley in a classroom, and we decided to come check out the club.
Isn't it your club?
No, No, you decided to come check out her club. She said he decided.
Oh, I didn't read it. Sorry.
So,
Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that. I just happened to run into him.
in that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Farley?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table.
I see it, it's right there.
I can see it. Oh! Yari walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across the room from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised they're... Huh?
He said duty.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I mean, your bow is so impressive. I want more people impressed by your bow.
Because literature's boring.
It must be hard to start a new club.
Gross.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new.
Hey, I wasn't the one that said
Especially
duty.
when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Would you mind making some tea for me?
You're gonna be talking to yourself a lot.
I realize that now.
Are you sure I should take Natsuki's
There was a
place?
vote. Well, you'll do it next time. Is that alright? Oh my god.
I don't think we're gonna have to vote on it again.
No, the next, we'll do this session where I voiced like 3 out of 4 of them, but apparently I'm gonna be doing the majority of the talking.
Right, Natsuki?
Am I muted? I don't think so. Nope. I don't think I'm
I'm
muted.
still hearing you.
No? Good? Everyone okay? Oh, I'm good. Okay, cool.
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Do I think it's a good game? I think it's a surprising game. I did not think that... I've never played a dating game before. I've only recently found out about them, and I didn't know anything. I did not know what to expect. And this has been a surprise. And so I like the fact that it's a surprise. I don't think it's not what I would normally play, that's for sure. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Now here's Sarah. Now, of course, she's not here. Sen's wife dissolved into an imaginary girlfriend from Canada. She's currently making tea for me, ironically, because this chick is the one she's voicing. She's making tea. Are these high school's Monica's? Ooh. Hot. Thank you. Love you. Okay, cool.
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
For real, Yuri. For real. Preach, girl. I guess.
I don't read.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Oh, that's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. I mean, tits like that, it's hard not to listen, to everything you say. Just, what were you saying? Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
And
Hardly.
Yeah. I was actually trying not to do it, but you're right. Yeah. Well, okay.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Fodley, what kind of things do you like to read?
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Damn, she killed Natsuki. Well, that can change, Oh, what am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri smile.
I can't read.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I don't know what the fuck she says after about that, though. I stopped listening and started staring. My mouth slowly agape. My eyes beginning to cross like it was my special wall staring time. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people.
But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
I want to point out that in the last session, this chick, we cut ourselves because she carries like a switchblade with her all the time. And we cut herself on it, and she grabbed our finger and started sucking the blood.
Yeah, also she was totally cutting herself in your room.
Yes, she was doing that as well. That was pretty, that was happening right before Sayori did the undoable. Okay. Yeah, pretty well.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
At least she's not being a weirdo then.
I agree.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I've read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to, even at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Yeah, nice. That was an apt comparison. I do rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
We'll see you, best girl. Thanks for popping in.
It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it aloud. And give that back!
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think
that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them?
No,
Natsuki averts her eyes.
you wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
Alucard Tardis, this is my wife I was talking about who loves Hellsing, and we are currently working our way through Doki Doki. This is a kind of a wild game. I've never played a dating game before, and it is,
Not all of them are as interesting.
Really? I would have to assume. I heard about a pigeon dating game, and that is really... It's also a KFC dating game. I'm gonna play with SM Playboy on his podcast.
Oh, you're gonna play
Yeah.
the KFC
I'm
dating
going
game? Okay.
I'm going
Yeah, where
to
you
Hot
date
Colonel
Colonel
Sanders.
Sanders.
You did Sanders?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Don't tell me anymore. I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
Alright,
There's also... There's the pigeon one.
that's the one I'm interested in.
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
It's actually the least imaginative thing in that game?
It's a pretty weird game. Oh, the Dream Daddy game, where you date hot dads. There's also that dating game.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough. You feel more comfortable enough to share hers.
I added more in there. Feel comfortable. Is Yuri not like Natsuki?
No one likes Natsuki.
I love Natsuki.
Great.
Just because it's the, unpopular thing to do. I guess it's the same to Yuri. We all just sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member,
Look at her, look at you.
it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Bodley?
Tactical Lion, I'm glad you appreciate it. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What is that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs I'm looking at, and,
This club has the 3 hottest girls in school.
I lose my train of thought. We don't know that. What if someone has a bigger bow than
the
Monica?
three hottest,
I don't think so.
obviously 18-year-old girls in the school.
Obviously 18. The plot told us that. It told us that at the beginning that they were over 18.
The game also told us that Monica is the prettiest, both athletic and smartest
Most
girl in
athletic.
his grade.
But what about bow size?
I believe she has the largest bow.
Oh my god. Well,
Have
I
you
guess
seen a
we're
larger
curious.
bow?
I haven't seen one,
We
but
haven't
we've only
seen a larger
4
bow.
chicks.
Yeah, we've
Well,
only seen
3 chicks.
No one's parents and no teachers. So
All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
those are their dejected eyes.
But.
I'm sorry. I thought.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Fodley. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need...
Fire! I'm sorry, I had to. Thank you, Tactical. I'll be back in a week. I'll be back on Friday. We'll see you. Have a good night.
And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. That's right, dude. Slave to the bow.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Fodley?
Yeah. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Fodley, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Fodley, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills?
Apparently, yes.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay.
You are now a sentinel.
Thanks,
I'll
man.
see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Yo, Maz, thank you. Can you believe it's been 8 freaking months, man? 8 months. 8? Wow. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica with her enormous bow. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
Going?
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, yay. A special poem?
Let's read it. I'll read it. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Okay, so we
It's a hell of a joke.
unlocked. So we unlocked this poem called "A Joke." That again, perfectly describes what happened to our best friend, or at least oldest friend, Sayori, a joke.
Your only friend?
So we're the man. We walked into the club. There was a girl who liked him very much. I'm not sure they know what a joke is. I don't know about, yeah. She realized she lived with him. Before the disaster could happen, a third party intervened. So if I'm remembering correctly, Monica talked to Sayori, and one of Sayori's last words was, just like Monica said.
Monica was right.
That. And so before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. So suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail, and she committed suicide. So I'm guessing then that Monica has some kind of Neo powers. That's why she's the most beautiful, most attractive, and most enormous bow wielder in the world. She basically shows up to the operator and she's like, Trinity, I need bows. And then just rows of bows shows up, and she can just choose the biggest bow, and then she pops into the Matrix. Don't tell me, I don't want to know. But that's what I'm guessing is going on. And she was like, look, Sayori, you're kind of fucking shit up here, okay? You need to go, because if you have this contradiction, this is the contradiction that caused the script to derail. Now, she could mean script like a plot, or she could mean script like the coding, or she could mean both. Could be some kind of wordplay here. The script, I'm assuming, because the way it's glitching, might be either the both in an actual poetic sense, or it could be the script, like the coding of the game, and basically Neo, aka Monica, was like, look, you need to kill yourself because you're causing everything to collapse in itself. And so she unalived Sayori. No, I get that. Yes. Okay, so there we go. Moving along.
What a great poem.
Fantastic. All right. So now we're writing a poem of our own. Okay, so we have Sweet.
All right, so which girl do you want to get to know better?
I mean, okay, so that's actually a good choice. Should we have a vote?
Yeah.
Let's have a vote. So here's a vote. So I chose one. I chose Sweet. I think that was 1 point for probably Natsuki.
Yeah.
So right now, hold on. Right?
Yeah.
And then we'll just do 2 minutes. Start a poll. Here we go. So right now, vote for the chick. No. This is the chick we want to invest time in. I don't know. See, and this further grounds what I was saying. I think Monica is Neo. I think she's controlling the Matrix. That's what's going on here. She just, Trinity, I need bows. And then rows upon rows of bows flood past her in a white room. She's just the biggest, bulkiest, most beautiful bow there is.
And then Fardley says, when you're ready, you won't need a bow.
That's right.
It's so cute. Look at his little face.
I know.
Oh, he's so adorable.
He doesn't like it when I use Monica's voice.
No. It's
He
the
doesn't
same
like
as
it.
the cricket, you're being bad voice.
Yeah. Nat is purple. No. Nat is pink. Nat is pink and Yuri is purple. Nat is pink and Yuri is purple. And these are our gals to choose from.
We had some Yuri cutscenes last time.
We did, yeah. So the reason we're asking is we're running a poem, and we basically are choosing which girl we kind of pour favor on, and you can kind of guess which one is which. One is basically agonizing, and the other one is basically sugar. Sugar is the little sweet one. Agonizing is the goth, long-haired, purple, big-titted goth girl person. Right? I'm not saying that it's you. I'm just saying that that's... No, so you're much more like...
You're saying you do have purple hair.
You do have pink hair.
I have both.
You do. She has both. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you're like anybody. I'm just saying that you're definitely a little bit of a goth girl. And
Well,
you have
I don't know.
dyed
Let's
hair.
see. Sarah, do you have a knife on you right now?
I don't.
Yeah.
I did
Alright,
wish I had a
well,
knife on
settled
me
then.
earlier though, because I was trying to open my work laptop. Thanks.
You need it? I'll take
I
that.
figured it out.
Okay, good. Yuri's gonna bleed you, then bone your dead body. Ooh. Okay, so Sarah, do you have a vote?
Get off, get off, get off, get off.
Do you have a
get off, get off. We'll go with Yuri.
You're going with Yuri? So Yuri. So we're gonna go with the cutter.
Sorry, Natsuki.
Sorry,
You'll
Natsuki.
never find out what Natsuki's problem
She'll never
is.
find love. Well, why don't we just find out after this one? Because I guess apparently whichever one we invest time in corrupts the code.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna go with agonizing, right? Oh my God, really?
Anxiety.
Dark?
Dark.
Yeah, there's dark.
Despise.
Despise. Hold on, what about rain cloud?
No, I think that's Natsuki.
Really?
Yeah,
Rain
'cause it's
cloud?
kind of cute.
No.
Look it.
What?
Ha!
What? No. Okay, all right.
Heaven
hold on.
sent.
No. That would be heaven sent.
No.
What?
It's a $5 word.
Oh my God! I don't.
Melancholy.
I don't know goth girls apparently.
Tenacious.
Tenacious?
Massacre.
Not nibble.
We already did nibble, actually. Massacre. Destiny. Entropy.
Entropy.
Vivacious. Graveyard.
Yeah.
Disowned. Yeah. Disowned.
Uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. Defeat.
Atone.
Atone.
Landscape. Fester.
After image.
Yeah. Misfortune.
Misfortune. Unrestrained.
Sadness.
Sadness.
What?
That's her? Oh, shit.
What? Depression.
That's her. Okay.
Okay.
Natsuki's just sad.
She's just sad. She's not depressed. She's just sad. She's just sad.
Hi again, Fondly. Glad to see you. Didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll
Hey,
keep my
hold
word.
on.
Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Fardley. Don't mind my face. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you.
I chose the name Fardley. I chose it. I chose the name Fardley.
I said his name should be Marvin.
And I said Fardley because
Or
it
Melvin, sorry.
was even dumber than Melvin.
Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Good lord.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged in by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Jesus God fucking what?
Natsuki.
Well, look at her hair. It's unrestrained. Is that normally the way it is?
No, she's usually behind the border.
No, I know, but like her hair is like.
Oh yeah, it always does a little curly thing.
Wow.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga
Collection.
collection
In the classroom.
in the classroom.
Me?
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly
defeated, Natsuki plops back onto her seat.
I'm sorry, Fardley. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Alright, hang on. I don't. What? What? Okay, I'll check that in a second.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might. I'm gonna say. Perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Oh! Well. Is that what that is? That Homestar?
Yeah, it's Homestar.
Mhm.
It's strong back.
Oh, it's a strong bad? Hang on, we gotta watch this. Hang on.
Squad! Cheerleader! So-and-so!
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
What's the
team-
face? The ugly one! Hey
Dude,
guys, let's
strong
go get
bad.
ready. You look so good!
No, it's the thing is though, is that like I don't have like she's really close.
Oh, did she get closer?
I don't know.
I don't think she was that close when we started.
Not usually.
Like you said.
You usually see the top of her head.
Yeah, you can usually see
Yeah.
the full top of her head. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Well, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
I know you're a fucking
Discuss
idiot
it.
and all, but I thought I got you a really short book to read.
if you want it. It's got big print.
It's got big old pictures in it.
The chapters are real short.
Didn't even bother with names. Everyone's just called Boy. Thanks, Basket. I appreciate the confidence. You're right.
I read it.
I know. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I know you're just learning to read.
Yeah, what's this one called? Go, dog, go.
It's like see Dick run.
Wow.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
I like the colors, Yuri. Really nice how there's like reds and blues.
I love dogs. This one's about a really big one.
I love dogs. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I've written slow just for you. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse over the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. You see, this is normally my special wall time.
Your what?
My wall time. I like to just kinda, stare at walls. For a good 30 to 45 minutes, I just kinda let my jaw slack open. Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh.
I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh. It's fine.
Oh, you really think it's fine to have my special wall time?
Certainly. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first. Where are her eyes going?
Woo!
But
This one's on a journey.
but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so it's hard when your eyes are sloughing off your face. Sorry.
She's going full Sid right now.
Oh no, it's getting farther away.
Hey, over here, honey. Wow. That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm,
I kind of want to see how
wanted to
far it's
read-
going to drift.
Mm-hmm.
read some of it. Getting harder to read. Not for any particular reason. Oh, her eyes are fixed now.
Oh, good.
Okay.
My eyes are up here. Hardly.
My eyes way the fuck over here.
Yeah. Just curious how come you gave... Wow. Just curious how come you gave 2 copies of the same book.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Oh, God. There's an ominous eye symbol on the front cover, kind of like Yuri's drifting eye.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people for cutting off their limbs and affixing them to, oh, that might be a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Yes, it is about Baptists. How did you know?
Don't you hear Sarah's accent?
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fridley?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. I mean, I don't know how I forgot, because I only just fucking met her, but yeah, I mean, I totally forgot.
That is a weird book to recommend to someone you don't know.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then, I'm
Okay.
rambling, aren't I?
I didn't click on that. Yo, what's up, Faded Void? Dude, I didn't click on that
looked a little
to pick it. It just
surprised.
happened. It just went off on its own.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then.
I also recommend my first dates read American Psycho, the Necronomicon, and Book of Signs, the person handing you. This has pieces of his last date in his fridge. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's good. It's quite a library, yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
What?
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. Just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Titty sprinkles.
Titty sprinkles.
In fact, I might as well get started reading right now, right?
Yes!
You can appreciate the efficiency of finding out if we're the same kinds of effed up right from the start. Sure. Yeah, there's legitimacy in that, for real.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying?
Uh,
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? No, she did. No, she did glitch, Basket. She did. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's...
I am just in your bed at night watching a horror game, totally not scared. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Eric, yeah, for sure.
Nothing to worry about here. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I feel like I'm enunciating Fardley too well. I need to, get dumber. I open the book and start the prologue.
Yeah.
I soon understand
immediately
what
lost.
Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It's maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing in the...
Okay. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do?
Thanks for listening. Now I have to go shop for clothes that have jutting out breast spaces. Yeah, for sure. What is this space in clothing? Skin tight, skin tight, skin tight, skin tight, boob area. Skin tight, skin tight, skin tight.
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Yeah. This is my first time doing this one. Apparently my wife here has played all the way through it. That's my first time doing this. Things are getting weird. Dibs on boob area as a band name.
Yeah.
Well, he called dibs.
Welcome
Alright,
to
well.
the clan, warrior.
Yo, what's going on? Is it Asriel? Is that right? It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Nice. Well, welcome in, Asriel. Nice to see you. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds it to the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same on my right arm, the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb as she flips it to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. All the blood is leaving my brain and going somewhere else. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Well, Siori already, left us. And, we're on what appears to be round 2, Electric Boogaloo. Or at least Electric Bug Out. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay.
She went to the farm. Yeah, she went to the vet
she's
farm.
playing with all the vets at the farm. You're not as used to reading, right?
I read once.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do.
Getting a little
Since
close to
you've
home
been
there, Sarah.
So patient with me. What?
Getting a little close to home there.
She's a speed reader, it's not my fault.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I just turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her
Is this how
own
we
thumb.
should read books?
Sarah, that's how we read books. Anytime.
All the time.
All
We
the
read
time.
together?
Oh, so many reasons. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she does, has no confidence or belief in herself, and just kind of puts herself down all the time, and never really feels like she's a real person in charge of her own life, and just pretty shitty all the time. But she does sound hot, though.
Ah, that's what you were talking about, not the lymph. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
The hot thing? Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
I don't know about this.
It's the limb thing.
I don't know about this.
She's into the grafting of the limbs onto the other limbs.
You're laughing.
I feel like you're jumping to a lot of conclusions right now, Sarah.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
I'm breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine.
Did somebody
I just
spill
need
water
some
on the chair
water.
you're sitting on? What's going on?
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri needs to eat a yogurt if women's commercials have ever told you anything. I agree. Yeah, and go run in a field.
She could stand to laugh at a couple salads.
That's true. She can laugh at salads. Why do women think salad is so funny? Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Fordley. Oh god. Forty. More being.
This is why we have to go down the Yuri path. She's the only character I voice now.
Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything? You know nothing at all? Sorry, I can't say I do. I don't know a damn thing. Not one thing. I'm like a Witcher overdosing on potions. I've never played The Witcher, but I think that's bad. Are you worried about her? No, I just needed cold in my throat. Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Yuri's eye just sometimes drifts off her face occasionally.
Just kind of flies off, dude.
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just saying. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag.
Whoa.
It's both of the characters you voice.
We're gonna go with we're gonna go with
A Bing?
yeah. We're gonna go with Natsuki first because it's not shredding my voice to do Natsuki. Hold her instead of vocal cords. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. The power of the bow compels you. Compels you! It's true. Here we go.
Bartley, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put effort into it. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first if you're still proud of the first poem you ever write, then I'd like to read it. I don't know, man. Natsuki. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd like to tell you to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah!
Pretty good.
I told
Pretty
you you
good.
weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
Cricket can leap. He can leap quite high.
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that.
I knew they were in high school. These.
They've been held back a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in high school just thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But
Oh my god, my voice is literally going away.
the other thing's nice. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It wasn't me being a shitty writer. I made it fall flat on purpose by design. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into the poem than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from our youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not.
Thought everybody was 18.
I decided
You're
to humor
less
her with that
18 than
last-
everybody else here.
Yeah. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Guess I'll go
I
with
can't
Monica.
do Monica's voice.
Are you sure?
Nope.
You don't want to try?
Hi, Fodley.
I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Not. No. My register doesn't go that low.
I think you did a pretty good job. Oh, here we go. No.
Hi, Fodley. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
You alright?
And
What hurt? What does?
good.
Blood hurts?
Huh?
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Oh, wait. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, though. I mean, look at the size of her bow. It's enormous. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway,
Thank you very much, Darklight.
want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Fondly. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know?
Holy shit. I'm losing it.
Cricket off. Off.
But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Fondly. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something deep. I guess I underestimated
She is
you.
lying to you.
She can do whatever she wants with a bow that size. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
You'll be great in an office job.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
Off. Lay down.
You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though.
Do you?
But sometimes I get the impression she's just totally given up on people.
I mean, you know, more than 100.5. I mean, clearly, 103/4 minimum.
She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably much more interesting place for her. But that's why she's so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that.
Rude.
She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly.
Monica's a mean girl.
I noticed.
Like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly, the door opens.
Oh, Yuri!
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Oh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you're back. Alright. I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica.
Hello, Wexley. Yes, right now, I am torching my vocal cords as I read 3 of these lovely ladies' lines.
I'm just gonna take over and not secure.
I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're like probably not gonna have that much more for you. Like, what time is it? 11:30.
30.
We got a little bit.
I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling playing ticks in my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
That's a pretty good joke.
It's a pretty good joke.
So, what do you think?
It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Like a big-ass bow.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany? Wow. Wow. Is that like how you can read minds?
Shouldn't you be taking something for that?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show him my poem? Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Oh. Gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, both of her eyes still managing to stay on her face. Then she looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just mean,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. she traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell.
Alright.
This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weak.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
What was that?
It's the bud
Oh, the bud? Okay.
I'm touching.
Okay.
Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
She's a bitch.
Oh. Oh. A bitch how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. She really is a little bitch. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be like a literature club?
Ghost under the light. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Look, I'm not a good at reader, okay?
You already established that.
Ugh. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Oh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem, right? Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short.
You're
great.
About 2 lines.
Yeah. Can't read cursive. I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Fondly.
You fucking dumbass. Really? Oh, but it said ghost in it.
It's called a metaphor,
I really like the part about the
an
ghost.
analogy.
Oh, and the bathing. You mentioned bathing a lot. That was kind of hot. I must have totally missed the point then. I was so focused on the
Yes.
ghosts and the bathing. I was so focused on the
Yes.
ghosts and the bathing.
You're an idiot. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Even though I said you took a long time to read it, clearly you didn't read it.
I was doing a lot of my mouth open, wall staring, alright?
Right. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
And in their bathing.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture.
Sometimes they bathe.
In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
Oh. Oh, 'cause that makes sense, 'cause ghosts can't even bathe.
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the pain.
Oh, the bathtub was her last place of comfort.
She
oh.
was outside, it was under a street lamp,
The bath was under a street lamp.
and soon to be left with nothing. Just like the conversation I am having with you. Pointless.
That's a lot more solemn way of putting it that way. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. The bathtub was under the street lamp the whole time.
This is the stupidest conversation I have ever had.
That's impressive. That would weigh a lot.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so
Nah. If anything, I probably could learn a thing or two from you. Mine didn't have any ghosts in it.
you think so?
Or bathing.
Yeah, of course. And there wasn't any bathing.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Bardley.
Just keep bathing, like, Snapchat me. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
2 out of the 3 girls said you were the best poem of the century.
Even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Oh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Just that, I just noticed someone was writing in bitchies.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh?
I think your poem's shit.
You mean you have to try so hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Farley liked it too. So based on that, I would gladly give you some suggestions of my own, bitch. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
And Lordosis, look at this arch.
I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And okay, well, that's gone. And Father liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That is not what I... Oh. You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Fodley appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
I don't know, dude. It's getting wild.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Father started showing up.
Natsuki,
Natsuki, that's a little...
this doesn't involve you
you.
taking out your own securities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Are you sure you don't want to hear this music? This is some, like, merry-go-round got sped up shit.
Yeah. This is,
Me? Look who's talking, wannabe edgy bitch!
Oh!
edgy.
Not the bitch part, the edgy part. That's the part that stung. Shit's getting staticky.
Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri.
I agree. It's like a marauder.
Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Damn!
Oh!
Called out. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Oh, she actually said that.
Yeah, go on. Let Father hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Dude, this is a fucked up game. This is a fucked up game, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she's noticed I was standing there.
Oddly. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's true, or that's not true.
It is true.
She started it.
Jesus fucking what?
Now you have to pick one.
Pick one for what?
Whose side are you on? Who's right?
Okay, hold on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this one again. We're just gonna go with hair color. It's easier that way. Which one? Which girl's right? Purple or pink? Go ahead. Dude, this is... vote quickly. Fucking wild, dude. You're colorblind, you bastard. So we have 7 for purple. 7 for purple. We're gonna go with... Oh, 8 for purple? Boobs are always right. I have heard that.
This is true.
Do you have a vote?
We can go with Yuri.
Okay, so
Even if they
9
did
for
magically
9 for
increase since
purple.
Farley showed up.
She
So-
won by a landslide.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Yuri. So we're gonna go with Yuri.
Try again?
Yuri.
Try again.
Look, they're getting closer.
They are getting closer.
Um,
Hey, Monica. What's up?
Can I click? Okay. Can I click?
Hey, Fardley. Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh.
She's crying. Poor BB.
She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
This is what happens when you don't have Sayori to keep the peace.
Who?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Fardley, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely.
I don't feel safe for Natsuki right now.
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Oh.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out.
I should be
wait
the last
for
one
you
eliminated.
to be
I mean,
done.
out of the building.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, I'm vice president, so please,
You are now a sentinel.
let me take that responsibility for
Thanks,
today.
Exile.
Thanks, Exile. Time really does fly by, man. It's fucking wild
You
how
are
fast
now
it is.
a sentinel.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around or something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Fardley. It would be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble,
Half a year, man.
but I really...
Oh, okay.
Phone time!
So we're on to the poem.
Time to
Okay.
write a poem.
So now it's time to write a poem. So we're gonna save right here.
Phone. Right.
Should we write the poem first?
No. You can
Oh,
write it later.
I think. Oh, so we only have one save file right now.
And it's with Monica. It's Monica's save file.
Why did you think you had more than one?
Yeah, you're right. It was a new game. You're right.
Well, because Siri.character doesn't exist anymore.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of the save files have to go away.
Okay. So, wow. This game is way different than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know what I thought exactly, but I thought it was gonna be, yo, King, what's
Not
going
this?
on, man? No, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I thought it was gonna be more like, well, you just don't know, like, the characters are fucking crazy, or they have, like, all kinds of, like,
Yeah.
weirdo,
You
like,
have to help them with their trauma.
yeah, like, I thought it was gonna be, like, way more involved, like, oh, it's not gonna be the... I did think it was gonna be a lot more girly. That's correct, Exodus. I really, really did. I did not know there was gonna be, like, fucking Neo and, like the crazy what do they call that? The book, the burn book from Mean Girls. I didn't know it was gonna be like The Matrix meets Mean Girls. I didn't know that. That's pretty fucking wild. Farley wanted to build a harem. I mean,
Not happening, Fardley.
it's not gonna happen,
It's not
man.
working for you.
Yeah. I'm going to Cleveland tomorrow, which I'm not like super thrilled about because I have a it's not like a fun time. It's gonna be I'm going there to kind of be supportive for my dad who's having surgery, and it's gonna be fine. He's gonna be perfectly fine.
It's Cricket the dog.
I'm just the only person who's
Over here.
come here. I'm the only person who's gonna be able to make it to be supportive. He doesn't live in Cleveland. We don't know anybody in Cleveland, and so he needs somebody there. It's his family. Yeah. This is for you, Cleveland.
It's over here.
So yeah. We're gonna be going to Cleveland tomorrow, and it's but we'll be back on Friday, so almost a week from now we're back, and I'm personally looking forward to that. So you guys, thank you so much for showing up. Is Cricket going with us? No, he's not. He's gonna be here with Erica the whole time.
Yeah. It's gonna
No, unfortunately, he's staying
be
here.
begging for
He's
those
gonna hate
Erica
it.
cuddles.
Almost. Oh, well, thank you. I will try, Nigel, and I'm hoping you have
We're
a
gonna
great
try
one,
to
too.
do some things
We're gonna
while
try
we
to have
wait.
some fun. We're gonna try some fun. Oh, you smell like a dead ocean.
Yeah, he breathed in my face earlier,
Oh.
and I almost threw
Oh,
up.
get off. No.
The plaque in his mouth is
You're
bad.
gone. You're out of here. Jesus
Ugh.
Christ. Okay, you guys. For real, thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for the well wishes. And we've been the Tunnel Snakes, you guys.
Good night, everybody.
I've been Sent Sterling. And really, truthfully, thank you so much for all the good vibes. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.